Hello, everyone. I just want to say real quickly, God damn it, King Shark is the cutest thing in the DC universe so far. Uh, uh, if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Harley Quinn TV show. I started watching it since it got onto HBO Max, and I pirated it whenever I was in Canada. Uh, and I loved it. I loved it. It's a hilarious show. It's funny. I think it's honestly brilliant. I can't wait for this third season. Hopefully, there's a third season. But one of my favorite characters in it is Ron Funchi's King Shark. King Shark's one of my favorite characters, so I'm glad that we got to see him, in a movie, in a TV show, and he was so different. So I'm hoping that this version, which we don't have the actor for, we don't have the actor listed for King Shark. I'm assuming it's going to be Taika Waititi, but maybe he can't speak about it right now for some reason with Marvel, his Marvel things. Um, since there are some pretty strong contracts, like Marvel doesn't want you to work on DC films if you're working on a Marvel film. Of course, they've given exceptions. They want James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy, so they need him. And what I always found funny is that DC was trying edited Suicide Squad by David Ayer to make it look like Guardians of the Galaxy, and now they have the director from Guardians of the Galaxy to do Suicide Squad, and it sounds totally different than what any of us were expecting. I wasn't expecting kind of what seems to be, it kind of feels like a Vietnam movie. It feels like Apocalypse Now, just from the look of it. I was not expecting that. I was expecting something like a Enchantress or like I was kind of expecting like a, magical thing. Or more of a skate assault on Arkham type deal instead of basically Vietnam. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for it. Also, I'm kind of disappointed that Idris Elba is being wasted on Bloodsport. If he was Bronze Tiger, he would have been so much more interesting, honestly, because Bronze Tiger was a CIA agent and was skilled in everything. He would honestly be way more interesting than frickin' Bloodsport, who is just going to be Deadshot. And Deadshot is very interesting because he never misses his targets. And you kind of have that play off of the world's deadliest assassin versus a guy who doesn't kill. His whole motto is "I don't kill," and who hates guns. So it's kind of that polarizing thing, and different, But anyway, they switch it up. They switch it up. They switch it up. And plus, Bloodsport, I feel like is just gonna kind of backfire on them because Bloodshot came out, and Bloodshot sounds a lot like Bloodsport. um, I definitely think, honestly, Suicide Squad has the cutest looking design for any King Shark ever. I hope that he's not like. I hope when he eats people, they joke about him. They're like, how can something so cute just fucking devour a person? I want that to be said by Captain Boomerang. I would like them to make a joke about him and Constantine dating. That'd be fun to kind of include Constantine. Because since they should do a Constantine movie, along with it, I am glad that they're finally doing a Static Shock movie. Just quickly saying that Static Shock is a great character who I think has a lot of potential, and it kind of shows that DC is going to take a little risk. Suicide Squad, we know that we're going to see it. It has a lot of characters. It has Harley Quinn. We know whether we're going to see it. Birds of Prey, not a risk. Harley Quinn's in it. Batman v Superman, two historic characters, not going to be that bad. People loved Wonder Woman. Makes sense why they would make a Wonder Woman movie. Wonder Woman sequel makes sense. This is kind of like a gamble, They're like, well, we're gonna make a movie, because Flash. Obviously, we're gonna see that fan service. Michael Keaton's in it. Yeah, I'm gonna see it for Michael Keaton alone. But I'm expecting to love Ezra Miller's Flash in the end. But yeah, I think that it's good that they're taking risks. I feel like Constantine would be the next good risk, and they could introduce a LGBTQ plus character, and they could have that not be the plot point of it, but could at least have a character who has that way. We could have a cool character who represents that person, that type of individual, because again, we need to have representation in everything we do. We should. That makes sense. Anyway, I'm talking way too long. Welcome back to Rodimus Rants, where I speak for 40 minutes about a bunch of different topics, and then it's super hard for me to come up with a name. Anyway, this is just my DC fandom rant. I loved it. It was pretty cool. The Batman trailer was, I might be the only person who was a little less excited for it than I was getting the teasers. And I know that sounds bad. No. I'm still going to see the movie. It's just, let's all admit, it looks really goddamn dark in terms of lighting. I mean that in a nice way. I think the that the way you light a scene really affects it. And if this Batman movie is dark as hell, and maybe they just did a dark trailer, to limit the possible spoilers or get you ready for it. But yeah, I'm not looking how Robert Pattinson looks. Very long hair, not combed right. Kind of looks like an alcoholic. But I love Robert Pattinson, and I like when he says, "I'm vengeance." That was cool instead of "I'm Batman." And I think that should be his kind of new catchphrase, for him. Because, yeah, if he says, "I'm vengeance," where, Michael Keaton always will say, "I'm Batman," in that way. And then kind of just Christian Bale's now known for "Where is she?" And then there's Kevin Conroy's Batman, which is my favorite line, where he goes, "I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman." Even when he was talking about the Schumacher cut, he said that. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's feeling like Riddler's gonna be the Hush now. He's gonna be Hush. That's it. Anyway, bye.